Hi, welcome to Viking Hunting and Canning. Please subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification button. That will help us tremendously. Today, I am making watermelon jam, or preserves, if you want to call it that. So, what I have here, I have everything prepared. I have 6 cups of watermelon puree, 4.5 cups of sugar, a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, and it takes 2 packages of Sure Gel. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to start out with our fruit. And with this, you want to use a heavy-bottomed pan. And I'll put our lemon juice in. Our 2 packages of Sure Gel. And I know I said before, I don't normally do this, but in this one, put a teaspoon of butter in it. It really does help with the foam in this one. Okay, we're going to take this to the stove. Let me grab a spoon. And get this all mixed up. Now, with watermelon, you first of all, you have to make sure you get all the seeds out. This happened to be seedless watermelon, which is about all you can find around here. But this has to cook a while. The first step is to get this up to a rolling boil. And then we'll add our sugar, and then we're going to let it cook. Boil. It has to boil for at least 20 minutes. So, that will be what's happening with this. But I wanted to let you know that this Sunday I will be in Hastings at the Top Shop. They're going to have all kinds of vendors there. So I will be there with my jams and jellies and also some bread. So please stop by and see me and check out the other vendors. I believe it starts at 10 o'clock. Hi, we've got this up to a boil. It's boiling real nice. And you can see there's a lot of foam, even though I put the butter in it. So now we're going to add our sugar. Get that stirred in real well. Okay, what we want to do now is bring this back to a rolling boil, and then we'll set the timer for 20 minutes. And at the end of 20 minutes, we'll test it and see if it's ready to gel. We are now back to a nice boil. Now, I might turn the heat down just a tiny bit, but you don't want to do it too much because you want this to boil. So we're going to set the timer now for 20 minutes. Ooh, and we want this to continue boiling until the 20 minutes is up. Then we will test it. Now I'm going to explain how I test it. Some people do it differently. You can put a spoon in your freezer or refrigerator for the entire time you're starting this, from start to you think it's done. And when you dip it in, it should stick to the frozen spoon. What I do is take a very small dish, put just a tiny bit of it in a dish, and stick that in the freezer. If it sets up when it's cold, it's ready to go in the jar. Okay, our timer is about to go off. As you can see, the foam has now dissipated on it. It's boiling real nicely. Okay, we'll turn this off. Now, what I'm going to do is just take a tiny bit of it and put it in a bowl. And that does look like it's going to be nice. And I'm going to put this in the freezer. It'll take 5 or 6 minutes. And then it will hopefully be gelled. So, we're just going to let that boil until we see how well it gels. Okay, it's been a few minutes. Let's see if it's gelled up. Okay, this does look like it's thickening. It's still a tiny bit warm, but I believe this is ready to go in the jars. Now, watermelon, it does take a little longer to gel than some jellies. So let's get all ready.